Sri Krishna RUDRA, JEE and Neet Academy, Vijayawada. So we are going to announce a course that is related to physics, that is related to either Neet or JEE. So this is a great opportunity to score maximum marks in physics, that is in either Neet or JEE. Now, so what are the basic course details? So let me introduce myself. This is Hanumantrao, physics faculty in Sri Krishna RUDRA Medical Academy, that is run by Ex-Aakashians. Now, so coming to the course details. So we are going to start this course. From third week of this month, the January to 31st March. 31st March, that is around 2 months duration is there. So that is around 2 months duration. Now in this course, we are going to explain, or I am going to explain the following chapters in that is related to either 11th or 12th. Now chapters are oscillations or nothing but SHM. So waves are sound waves. Next, wave optics, magnetism matter, electromagnetic induction, alternating current, electromagnetic waves, as well as semiconductors. So in this 2 months duration course, we are going to cover these chapters. Now, so what about duration of the class? So duration of the class is 1.5 hours. So that means 1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour 30 minutes is the daily duration of the class. So in that class, we are going to explain. First, we are going to explain. I am going to explain theory related to that one, concept related to that chapter. After that, I am going to explain exercise problems, or I am going to explain problems after that. So concept, so followed by exercise also. That means first, so I am going to explain concept related to the chapter. After that, I am going to explain numericals that related to that particular concept. So this is the basic course, daily course only. So daily duration is how much? That is around 1.5 hours. So in that one, we are going to explain first concept. After that, so I'll explain exercise problems also. Next. So what are the other highlights of this course? So in this course, we are going to provide an Android-based app. So in that app, you will get live classes as well as recorded classes also. So here, so recorded classes also there for some topics, so that we are going to give some complementary recorded classes for these people, that is from either 11th or 12th related topics. So for these people, we are going to give some complementary recorded classes in that app only. So in that app, some recorded classes so available, those are absolutely free. Now, so other highlights, we are going to provide Neet practice grand test in that app only. So we are going to provide practice grand tests in that app only. So these are the basic highlights of this course. Next, so if you are interested, or if any one of you interested in this course, so related to physics, then just contact me on this number. Just send a WhatsApp only. So just you have to send message through WhatsApp only. The number is 9912434499. Now, so and other highlight is so we are going to provide free online classes for so around 20 economically poor student. Then so please send your, if you are in that one, then send your details with the proof. Then we will allow for this course. Next, so if you want to view our recorded lectures, just go through our YouTube channel, that is Krishna RUDRA Medical Academy. So in that one, just go through the chapters, units and dimensions. In that playlist, these chapters are available. First, go through the units and dimensions as well as gravitation. So you can get the sample classes directly from YouTube only. Just go through it and just go through the playlist and select units and dimensions as well as gravitation. You can go through these chapters for sample classes. So thank you very much. Today we are going to discuss about screw gauge and its applications. Screw gauge. What is the main difference between vernier calipers and screw gauge? Which one is more accurate? Screw gauge is more accurate. That means it can measure extra 1 digit compared to the vernier calipers. So vernier calipers, what is the basic measurement? So we can measure up to 2 digits, and by using screw gauge we can up to measure 3 digits. That is the basic difference between vernier calipers and screw gauge. Now, so here only one formula is there to remember that one. Just go through that one. Least count formula. So what is meant by least count? Least count of a screw gauge is given by the equation least count equal to pitch of the screw by number of divisions on circular scale. Pitch of the screw by number of divisions on circular scale. Now what are the different parts of screw gauge? First let me explain about it. Different parts of the screw gauge. Now, so this is the screw gauge diagram. What are the different parts? Check it once. So here, what are the different parts? So any readings are there? Scales are there? Check it. Check this diagram once. So any scales are there or not? So two different scales are there, na? So here two different scales are there. Check this diagram. So this is the main scale. This one is the main scale. This one is circular scale. This is circular scale. This one main scale. Only two scales are there. One is main scale, other one is a circular scale. Now, what are the different parts? So these two are called studs. These two are called studs. So this is a main scale. This one is circular scale. Only these parts are there. Now, so what about readings on circular scale? How many readings are there? Check this once. On circular scale, how many readings are there? So it starts from 0, na? 0, 5, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, so up to 95 and 0 again. So that means 100 readings are there. On circular scale, 100 readings are there. So some few screw gauges are having 100 scale reading. Few screw gauges or some screw gauges are having only 50 readings are there. So check this one, sir. So this is having only 50 scale. It's having only 50 readings. Check it once. So it starts from 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 0 again. That means it is having only 50 readings on circular scale. So some circular scale, few circular scale having 100 readings. Some of them are having 50 readings also. So two types of scales are there. Now, so what about horizontal scale? That is main scale. What is the reading of that main scale? So these are millimeter readings only. So each line represents 1 millimeter. This is 0. After that 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. So all these are in millimeters only. So this is a millimeter scale. So what about readings? What is the unit of the reading? Millimeter only. Main scale reading millimeters only. So here check this one. So what is the reading of this one? Can you identify the reading? So how many lines are appearing here on main scale? 0, after that 1 and 2. So main scale reading is 2. Main scale reading is how much? 2 only. So 0 line. So you are able to view 0 line, first line, second line. So main scale reading is 2. Next, circular scale reading. So exactly the line matches with this one. That is the circular scale reading. So which number that is matches with the horizontal line? 33. So this one. So this is 30, 31, 32, 33. So 33 is the circular scale reading. So only these we are able to measure only these values only. Only these two values only. For example, so today we are going to discuss about vernier calipers. Now, what is the purpose of vernier calipers? So what is the use of vernier calipers? To measure length, internal diameter, depth. So we can measure length of an object, small object, length, similarly diameter, internal diameter, and depth of that object. Or for example, cylindrical object is there, then we can measure length of that cylindrical object, depth of that cylindrical object, and internal diameter of that cylindrical object by using vernier calipers. Now, so why we need to use vernier calipers instead of normal scale? So we are having normal scale. Na? So why we need to use vernier calipers? What is the purpose of that one? So accuracy, for accuracy. So what is meant by accuracy? Correct measurement. For example, so normal scale contain. So what is the least measurable value in normal scale? Least possible. 1 millimeter or centimeter. So normal scale starts with 0. So here is the normal scale. For example, just I want to measure length of an object. Just I want to measure length of one object. Just I want to measure length of this one. Now check it once. So what is the length of this object? 5.5. So 5.9. So how you are saying that is 9? 5.5. So here 5.1. 2, 3, 4, 5. So here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So between, assume that between 5 and 6, total around 10 lines are there. Now check it once. What is the length of this? This one. So length of this object is nothing but how much it is. So it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After that 4. This is 5. 4.5. This one is 4.5. Fifth line. Next. So this is the first line. Second line. Third line. Fourth and fifth line. Now, so here this is exactly matches, not exactly matches with third line or second line. Second line again, third line again match out. So can I write this one as 4.3? Someone came and he said that 4.4 is the reading. So there is a confusion between 4.3 or 4.4. So we cannot measure exactly. So up to we can measure up to 1 digit only. By using normal scale, we can measure up to 1 digit. After point only, we can measure up to 1 digit. So either it is 4.4 or 4.2 or 4.3 or 4.6 like that. But by using vernier calipers, we can measure remaining point also. So if it is something around 4.35 or 4.34 or 4.36 like that, we can measure second digit accuracy also by using vernier calipers. Now by using screw gauge, we can measure third digit also, 354 or 4.362 like that. We can measure third digit also. So which is more accurate? This is normal scale. readings of normal scale. So these are the readings of vernier scale. These are the readings of screw gauge. Now, which is more accurate? Screw gauge. How you are saying that that is more accurate? So that is based on number of digits after decimal point. So if more number of digits are there after decimal point, that is more accurate. For example, a number contains 1, 1.1, 1.12, 1.123, 1.124, 1234. Then which is more accurate? Last one is the more accurate. So after decimal point, number of digits are more, then we can conclude that that is more accurate. So among these readings, last one is the more accurate. Now if you compare normal scale, vernier scale and screw gauge, which one is more accurate? Screw gauge is more accurate because we can measure up to 3 digits. By using vernier scale, vernier calipers, we can measure up to 2 digits. By using normal scale, 1 digit only. So if it is 4.3 or 4.4 or 4.5 only, we can measure. We cannot measure after that digit. So this is the basic use of normal scale. This is a vernier scale. That one is a screw gauge. Now, which is more accurate? Screw gauge. Now, what is the purpose of vernier calipers? To measure more accurately compared to the normal scale, we need to use a vernier calipers. So, up to how many digits we can measure by using vernier calipers? 2 digits. Up to 2 digits we can measure. After decimal point, we can measure up to 2 digits. That is the main purpose of the vernier scale. So, is the difference is clear? Is the difference is clear between normal scale, vernier scale and screw gauge? Now, what is the main purpose? To measure accurately, we need to use a vernier scale or screw gauge. Now, so go through the basic notations or basic theory of vernier calipers. So today we are going to discuss about a topic friction. Now, so what are the different forces acting on when an object is placed on a horizontal surface? Now, case 1. Case 1, object is moving on a horizontal surface. For example, so this is a horizontal surface. It is having some friction, or this is called a rough surface. Rough surface means friction is there. So rough surface and friction unnattu. So smooth and friction lenattu. So this is a rough surface having coefficient of friction mu. Now a block of mass m is placed on this one. A block of mass m is placed on this one. So assume that a force F is applied on this one. A force F is applied on this one and it is accelerating towards right or in the direction of force. Assume that that is accelerating in the direction of force. Now, in this one, in which direction frictional force act? Frictional force will act in opposite to the direction of motion. So, frictional force is contact force, so that you have to draw frictional force arrow mark at the contact surface only. Contact surface దగ్గర గీయాలి. Frictional force ఎప్పుడు కూడా మనం ఎక్కడ గీయాలి? Contact surface of contact దగ్గర గీయాలి. So, this is a contact force only. So, అంటే contact లో ఉంటేనే వస్తుంది ఈ ఫోర్స్, లేదంటే రాదు. Contact లో లేకపోతే frictional force ఉండదు. So, it is comes under contact force only. Now, so frictional force is like this. Now, any other force is acting on this one? Weight mg acts downward, normal force n act upward. Now, what is the value of frictional force? So, frictional force is always is equal to mu into normal force. Frictional force is always equal to mu into normal force. So, either static or kinetic, mu into normal force only. So, here normal force is equal to weight mg, na? So that mu mg is the frictional force in this case. So this is not constant. Mu mg is not constant. And ప్రతి దానికి mu mg రావాలని లేదు. Horizontal surface మీద ఉంటే mu mg వస్తుంది. లేదు inclined plane మీద ఉంటే ఈ వాల్యూ మారిపోతుంది. Mu mg so cos theta వస్తుంది. అంటే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పొజిషన్ బట్టి మనకి అక్కడ ఫ్రిక్షనల్ ఫోర్స్ అనేది మారిపోతుంది. Now apply Newton's second law for this one. So what is the value of frictional force? Mu mg. Now apply Newton's second law. Newton's second law. Apply Newton's second law for this one. Now, according to Newton's second law, net force equal to ma. Net force is F minus frictional force equal to ma. F minus frictional force equal to ma. What is the value of frictional force? Mu mg equal to ma. So from this equation, you can solve for unknown quantities. So frictional force value ఎంత రాయాలి? న్యూటన్స్ సెకండ్ లా రాయడం నేర్చుకుంటే అన్నోన్ క్వాంటిటీ సాల్వ్ చేసుకోవడం దాని నుంచి. న్యూటన్ సెకండ్ లా ఎలా రాయాలో నేర్చుకోండి. దీనికి ఫ్రిక్షనల్ ఫోర్స్ ఉంటే న్యూటన్ సెకండ్ లా అలా అప్లై చేస్తాం. ఇది ఏ డైరెక్షన్ లో మూవ్ అవుతుంది? ఇటు. సో ఇది ఈ ఫోర్స్ మైనస్ ఈ ఫోర్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎంఏ. అదే సింగిల్ ఫోర్స్ ఉంటే దట్ ఫోర్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎంఏ. సో ఇన్ దిస్ వన్ ఓన్లీ ఇఫ్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఫోర్స్ ఈజ్ జీరో, సో ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఫోర్స్ జీరో బట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఈజ్ మూవింగ్. ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఫోర్స్ జీరో కానీ రఫ్ సర్ఫేస్ మీద ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మూవ్ అవుతుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, సో ఏదైనా ఒక వెహికల్ ని న్యూట్రల్ లో పెట్టి వదిలేసాం అంటే న్యూట్రల్ లో మీన్స్ సో ఇంజిన్ స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ చేసి వదిలేసాం. ఏమవుతుంది? కొంత డిస్టెన్స్ వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత అయిపోతుంది. సో వెహికల్ సో ఆల్రెడీ ఇంజిన్ స్విచ్ ఆన్ లో ఉంది. సో ఇప్పుడు స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ చేసి వదిలేస్తే, రన్నింగ్ లో ఉన్న వెహికల్ ని స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ చేసి వదిలేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? కొంత డిస్టెన్స్ మూవ్ అయిన తర్వాత అయిపోతుంది. Now that means in that one there is no external force. External force ఏం లేదు. What is the acceleration in that case? What is the acceleration of the object when it is moving on rough surface? Rough horizontal surface మీద మూవ్ అవుతా ఉంటే యాక్సలరేషన్ ఎంత వస్తుంది? సో ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ ఫోర్స్ జీరో చేయండి. సో ఇన్ దట్ కేస్ రైట్ ఆన్ నెక్స్ట్ లైన్ రైట్ ఆన్. సో యాక్సలరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది బ్లాక్, next line, acceleration of the block when it is moving on rough horizontal surface, bracket lo external force is zero. That means just f equal to 0. F0 చేసాం అనుకోండి, మైనస్ మ్యూ ఎంజీ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎంఏ. ఎం n చేయండి, దెన్ ఏ ఈక్వల్ టు మైనస్ మ్యూ జీ. దిస్ ఇస్ ద యాక్సలరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది బ్లాక్ వెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మూవింగ్ ఆన్ రఫ్ హారిజాంటల్ సర్ఫేస్. అంటే యాక్సలరేషన్ క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయాలంటే ఏం కావాలి మనకి? ఓన్లీ కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రిక్షన్ ఇస్తే సరిపోతుంది, ఇంకేం అక్కర్లేదు. మ్యూ వాల్యూ ఉంటే చాలు. మ్యూ అంటే యాక్సలరేషన్ క్యాల్కులేట్ చేసేయచ్చు. So this is the first important formula in this one. What is the acceleration when it is moving on rough horizontal surface? Minus mu into g. G value 10 గాని 9.8 గాని. Mu ఇస్తే చాలు. Mu ఇస్తే క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసేయచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ లైన్ రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ లైన్ రాయండి. Consider a block of mass m. Consider a block of mass m moving on rough horizontal surface, with coefficient of friction mu, rough horizontal surface with coefficient of friction mu. Coefficient of friction mu with initial velocity u. Travels a distance of S, capital S. Travels a distance S. Travels a distance S before coming to the rest. Travels a distance S before coming to the rest. So, what are the different equations for this one? Now, for this case, what is the acceleration? That is moving on a horizontal surface. Is there an external force? External force is So, external force is So, external force is 0. So, that acceleration is A equal to minus mu g only. Right on. First point. Acceleration is So, acceleration A equal to minus mu into g. Acceleration and the A equal to minus mu into g. Next. So, apply equations of motion and write down the equations. So, equations of motion V equal to U plus AT. Next. S equal to UT plus half AT square. Next. V square minus U square equal to 2AS. Next one, Sn equal to U plus A into N minus half. These are the equations of motion. Now rewrite the equations of motion by using the given values. Now first equation of motion becomes what about final velocity? Because that comes to rest, so final velocity is 0. Initial velocity U only. Distance traveled S only. So, these variables. See, we substitute change. So, from first equation of motion, just substitute these values in first equation of motion. First equation of motion is V equal to U plus AT. V is 0, U minus mu g into T. Can I write like this? Now, mu g into T equal to U. T equal to U by mu g. Now, what is this time? The time is the time taken to comes to rest. Time taken to comes to rest. So, in here, just we can use equations of motion directly. And acceleration teliste equations of motion use chesi time gaani displacement gaani calculate cheyochu. So time calculate chesam. Next displacement. So displacement calculate cheyalante displacement ki two equations unnai. Second equation gaani third equation gaani edaina use cheyochu. Time unte ganaka so second equation time iste ledu velocity le unte third equation. So third equation better. Now from third equation, V square minus U square equal to 2AS. V and the 0. U only. U square equal to 2 into minus mu G into S. Minus mu G into S. Then S equal to U square by 2 mu G. S equal to U square by 2 mu G. U square by 2 mu G. So this is called stopping distance. So this is also one important formula. Stopping distance on a horizontal surface. Stopping distance under formula U square by 2 mu G. So,